I'm gonna talk about it, but now it's better for us to be doing it in April because we'll have the result of the test, and also Boston Mevero will have more information on where we're gonna be.
So true. You got a minute.
Yeah. C'est normal, Yann. Yann, c'est normal que ça se dise.
Il était dessus.
Temperature interruption.
Is it acting up?
Well, it's kind of on, but it's not.
It was just working.
Yeah, I know, that's what I said to Denny.
Goes with the weather, I guess.
No, but it's true though, when the weather's not good, it affects the internet and stuff at home,
Oh,
so. I'll get my husband again to test it first.
There you go. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
What? That's kind of hot, that guy's gonna get. Like, and then.
She won't be doing Let's Twist again.
No. In gym class today, I was pretty boring, I'll tell you that.
So it's gonna take time.
It's going faster.
What do you see on the screen?
Eh? Their wheels just.
Like, it was perfect, it was working, and now it's like loading. So we're just curious if you can see us right now.
Oh, there we go.
No, it's twisty. What, yeah, I see everybody moving here, but the live stream just keeps on turning on YouTube.
Oh, I can't hear you. You can see us, yeah?
Yeah, it's showing, but the live stream.
No, can you see me later?
I'll wave. It says live. It says live.
Yeah, but can you see me waving? Is it low? Yeah, you see me waving?
Okay.
Okay.
There.
So let me know if you can't hear us, if we're gonna start.
It's working. So
Just text me if you can't hear us. Okay.
okay.
I guess ça marche.
Let's start our lives.
It says live. He can.
I was waving and
Aaron
seeing me.
see us.
Bonsoir à tous. Bienvenue à notre réunion publique du 16 mars 2026. Welcome to our public meeting of March 16, 2026. We'll start with the territorial line acknowledge. Lisa, do you want to read it out?
We would like to begin by acknowledging that the land on which we live is the traditional unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. The mayor, council, and staff of Heron Bay acknowledge and pay respect to the elders and descendants, past and present, of this land. We welcome you all today as we strive to develop closer relationships with the Indigenous people in our community.
Je demanderai à Cynthia, conseillère Cynthia, si tu veux le dire en français.
Reconnaissance territoire. Nous voulons d'abord reconnaître que le territoire sur lequel nous vivons est une terre non cédée du peuple Mi'kmaq. Le maire, le conseil et le personnel du Baie des Hérons reconnaissent et respectent les aînés et les descendants passés et présents de cette terre. Nous vous souhaitons la bienvenue à tous aujourd'hui, alors que nous nous efforçons de développer des relations plus étroites avec les membres de notre communauté.
Thank you, merci. Approval of the agenda. If the council are all in agreement, if you okay that we add one thing to read the resolution, it's going to be a sponsorship that was sent to the First Nation concerning the annual round dance. Si vous êtes d'accord qu'on ajoute cette demande à nos résolutions des Premières Nations pour leur danse annuelle 2026. Everybody's okay? You all okay? Okay. So we need a motion to approve the agenda. Okay, it's moved by Councillor Good Commier. Do we have a seconder? Seconded by Councillor Pelletier. Question? Everybody in favor say aye.
Aye.
Against nay? Motion is carried. Adoption des procès-verbaux de réunion publique ordinaire du 17 février 2026. You all had the chance to read and go through those meetings. If it's everything is okay with it, we need a motion to accept it. Okay, it's been moved by Councillor Haché, seconded by Councillor Walsh. Question? Everyone in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against nay? Motion is carried. Déclaration de conflit d'intérêt, conflict of interest declaration. If you have any, declare it now to the clerks. It's none, okay. Delegation, petition and presentation. Intervention publique, pétition et présentation. Nous avons ici présent M. Brian Arsenault. You would like to do a presentation for us, so you can come to the podium.
Okay. Good evening. I'm sure most people here know me. For those that don't, I'm Brian Arsenault, a resident of Heron Bay. Tonight I'm here to talk about Labor Day Festival. I started Labor Day Festival 12 years ago. When I got involved with Labor Day Festival, I wasn't sure what to do. The first couple of years, as people know, was just a little walk from the NBIP club to the park here, and there was the first time that we did it, we only had 27 people walking. I'll never forget that. Since then, if you go move forward, the last 4 years, we've turned it into a 1 day, 27 people walking, to a 4-day festival. That's a full 4-day festival, 100% free for every child that comes. What we're looking for now is support. We know that the town of Heron Bay supported us in the past, manpower and stuff and everything like that. It's getting very hard right now to get the funding for these events. One reason, like I was talking to Lisa, I also started a new committee where we had the Christmas parade, where we went around to all the businesses looking for sponsorship for that. And that parade, everybody knows how well it went. Even with the storm that went on, how many people participated, how many people were on the streets was amazing. From there, our committee we started the Winterfest up in Montgomery Park. What was awesome, there was over 300 kids there, which was great, was well organized. We're now moving on to another event in Charlotte, which is going to be Play by the Bay. So all these events, we're going to all these people over and over, because there's only so many people around to go see. So in meanwhile, doing that, I'm also going around for Labor Day, because Labor Day, believe it or not, we spent over $15,000 last year in cash money, not counting what we went and got from businesses, like, material wise, and what we got from the town. This year we added a few things for Labor Day, so we're going to be well over $20,000 in expenditures, just in cash money, not counting what we usually go and hopefully that we get from the businesses. And that's no guarantee. So we're hoping, and the thing is, like, we have other festivals. I know what you give to Bonamy. I know what you give to the Charlotte Fall Fair, and I'm very happy they got it. They deserve it. But I think our festival has proven itself high enough that we deserve it also. So I know your budget is tough. I work for the town, so I know all about it. But I'm also hoping that you could give us at least half of what those other committees, those other festivals got for this year. And I think we deserve at least that because of what we do. And remember, this is for our community. This we put on, it's 100% free for every child, every family that comes. Nobody is left out, which is a big thing. So I really think that we deserve at least half of this year. And I'm hoping that any of you that stay on as council in the next one remembers Labor Day for next year, and we get as much as any other festival around. So I'm hoping you can do that for us. Our festival is really good, and well, these were all at it. Everybody's seen it. Anybody that's around town knows about Labor Day Festival now. And like I said, my main goal is I'm never going to charge a child. I worked in Parks and Recreation for 36 years, and I've seen too many times where kids would say, I wish my parents had the money for me to do this, or wish my parents had the money for me to do that, because they would be sitting there watching other kids doing stuff. So my main goal since I started this festival is 100% free for all kids. So you know what you gave to the other two festivals. Tonight I'm asking for half to give to Labor Day.
Okay. When you're talking, you're saying about four time a years, like Labor Days and.
Well, this I'm asking just for Labor Day because the other ones were pretty much under control. Okay. So what the funding I'm asking for is just for Labor Day.
Okay.
Because our other committee, we're pretty much under control the way we're running them. They're not as expensive, and we've gone around asking other businesses. We have a treasurer and everything for that those events also, and we're going to be okay there. Okay. But this I'm asking for Labor Day because Labor Day it's costly. Yet one of your counselors is on our committee, and she knows, and it's getting harder and harder all the time. Yeah. And we don't want to go backwards. This year we're adding stuff. We're adding a talent show. We're adding a free breakfast for the kids, pancake breakfast. It's going to mean we want to build on it. And you got to realize like this has brought in a lot of business to town. Because if you look at that end of town, the park used to be closed at that time of the year. Yeah. There's a waiting list for the park now. The Recordplex makes good money off of this because we moved everything into their building on Monday. The Lions Canteen makes good money off of this now. The ice cream shops down there make good money off this. The Airbnbs told us they make good on that weekend because there was never anything, but now it's
the end of the summer.
It's the end of the summer,
yeah.
So a lot of people used to go away for holidays that weekend. They don't no more. They stay here because it's their hometown. There's lots of events, and it's 100% free. Okay. So I'm hoping that you could come up, and I know your budget's tough for this year, and I'm being nice. I'm asking for half of what you gave the other two festivals, and I'm hoping I can get it.
Thank you, Brian. And
Thank you.
I'll have a discussion with that, yeah. And we'll come back to you probably by the next meeting. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if I should
Yeah,
have
go ahead.
stated the. It'll be a conflict of interest for me, so I won't be involved in that decision because I work closely with Brian for that committee. So I didn't declare it because I knew we weren't making the decision
Yeah.
tonight, but it would be a conflict for me to be in on that decision.
Okay.
Yeah.
4 days, the dates are?
It starts on Labor Day weekend on Friday to the Monday.
Friday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Okay, thank you. So moving on to statement from member. I'll start with mine. It was a very busy month. First, 18 of February, Réunion du Comité de sécurité publique, Public Safety Committee meeting. Then I had also Forum des maires. It's a reunion of all the mayor of River-Sigouche. On the 19th, we had a meeting with the Restigouche Service Commission, une réunion de la Commission des services régionaux du Restigouche. Le 19, j'ai eu une réunion pour les air shows, les snowbirds de Charlot. So I had a meeting with the air show in Charlot. And on February 20th, in the Friday afternoon, I was informed, me and the public work employees in the afternoon, that a new pilot project for a special test was performed at the Charlot Municipal Well, and the presence of PFAS, they call them forever chemical, was detected over the limit, and the limit was set as 30 nanogram per liters. We worked the weekend. We tried to figure out a plan to inform the population and supply the drinking water if needed. Le 20 février, le vendredi après-midi, moi et les employés des travaux publics ont été informés par le département de santé qu'après de nouveaux tests d'essai sur nos 2 puits municipaux de Charlot qui dépassaient la limite de 30 nanogrammes par litre de PFAS, polluant éternel. Nous avons travaillé la fin de semaine pour élaborer un plan pour informer la population et avoir de l'eau en bouteille si nécessaire. Le 22 février, le lundi matin, Monday morning, I call an urgent close meeting with the council, public employees, engineer, health department, environment department, Dr. Rita Gad, who is in charge of the health in the North region, and EMO. The engineer and public employees inform us that it would be possible to close our well and use Bois Joli's water. We then had a meeting with Bois Joli's mayor administration and their public employees for the authorization. In that afternoon, all of the Charlot houses was informed, and at night, the transfer began. By Tuesday, the water from Bois Joli was in our system. I want to thank the public work employees. They did a great job. You know, it's a winter time. Some of the valves were in 3 feet of snow. They did a very good job. So, le lundi 22 février, j'ai appelé une réunion d'urgence huis clos avec le conseil, les employés de travaux publics, les ingénieurs santé, environnement, Dr. Rita Gad, le docteur pour notre région du Nord et les mesures d'urgence. Les ingénieurs et nos employés de travaux publics nous ont informés que ce serait possible de fermer nos puits et utiliser l'eau de Bois Joli. Nous avons alors eu une réunion spéciale avec le maire de Bois Joli, l'administration et les employés publics de Bois Joli pour leur autorisation. Dans l'après-midi, la population de Charlot était tous informés du changement et en soirée, le transfert commençait. Le mardi après-midi, l'eau de Bois Joli était dans notre système à Charlot. Un gros merci à tous les employés de travaux publics de Charlot. Vous avez vraiment fait une bonne job. Le 24 février, une réunion des services locaux à l'hôpital de Lausie is the local service at the hospital. There's a lot of service at the hospital, but a lot of people doesn't know, so they're working on it's kind of a publicity to inform the population all the service we have here in our hospital, and I encourage the people to use those service. On the 25th, déjeuner avec Inspiration, la commission régionale pour les ressources humaines. We had a breakfast meeting in the morning in Camelton. It was for the human resources session. Le 26 février, we had une session pour les procédures légales à Hill River Bar First Nation. So it was a session for legal process for the municipality at Hill River Bar First Nation. On the 27th of February, I had a meeting with the East Wind Boutique committees. On a eu une rencontre avec le comité de East Wind Boutique. Le 2 mars, consultation des membres avec un projet universitaire pour les CSR. It was a special project with a university. We want to look how the CSR is making out. They want to consult all the mayors in the region. On the 5th, it was the festival at Janet Miller's Park. Very good job. It was great. The kids had fun, and even the older people had fun too. So, good job. Vraiment, merci pour ce festival au parc Janet Miller Park. Le 5 mars, une réunion avec notre directeur récréatif, Pascal Saunier. We had a meeting with our recreation director, Mr. Pascal Saunier. The 10th of March, the information meeting with the Health Department, Environment Department, Dr. Rita Gad, was cancelled because they were all working on the chemical spill near Fredericton. I think now that the best time that would be I think the best thing would be to wait for the private test result. As you know, there's 3 houses that were close by to our well. The health department did some tests there, and we're only going to get the result in early April. So they should be in by early April. Also, the engineer should have more information for the permanent fix for the shallow water system. We could all give the same information at that meeting. I want to remind the population with private well that even if the presence of PFAS is there, you can wash your dishes, you can wash your clothes, take showers, brush your teeth, as long as you don't drink the water. And the PFAS can be eliminated with a filter system, like a kind of a Brita with the filters NFS 53. Le 10 mars, la réunion d'information à Charlot par le département de santé, l'environnement et la docteure Rita Gad a dû être cancellée à cause du déversement de produits chimiques sur l'autoroute près de Fredericton. Je pense que ce serait le mieux d'attendre en avril quand nous aurons les résultats pour les tests PFAS sur les puits privés et plus d'informations de nos ingénieurs pour une solution permanente de nos puits municipaux à Charlot. Je veux rappeler à la population qui ont des puits privés que même avec la présence de PFAS, l'eau peut être utilisée pour laver la vaisselle, laver le linge, brosser les dents, prendre des douches, en même temps qu'on ne la boit pas. Et elle peut être éliminée avec un système de filtration type Brita avec des fils NFS 53. Le 11 mars, on a eu une révision, moi et Liliane, de notre plan de changement climatique avec la compagnie Englobe qui a fait une étude, comme vous savez. Puis aujourd'hui, le 16 mars, j'ai eu une rencontre après-midi à 4 heures avec notre spectacle des Snowbirds à l'aéroport de Charlot et aussi notre meeting ce soir. So I had a meeting this afternoon at 4 o'clock for the air show this summer in Charlot and our meeting today. So as you see, it was a busy month. Any other delegate that you want council want to mention anything? No? Okay. Ouais. OK. Rapport des recommandations. Report from and a recommendation from the committee and private meeting. Rapport des recommandations des comités et réunions huis clos. On va commencer avec Protective Service Committee, le comité des services de protection. Conseillère Pelletier.
Yes, so we'll start with the Dalhousie Fire Department sector. So we have just a few incidents that were listed here. They responded to 3 incident calls for the month of February. An alarm going off, a motor vehicle accident, and an ambulance assist. They had some fire practices February 3rd, 17th, and they had their regular monthly meeting on the 24th. Not many purchases or repairs. They had to send some of the BA bottles to be tested. That's I believe, an annual thing that happens. And February 24th, they were involved with the, obviously with the situation with the water and their assistance there. So they were very busy with that as well. The Charlot, that was Dalhousie. Any questions about the Dalhousie report? The Charlot department, there was 4 incidents. This is for January and February. Some medical calls, 1 motor vehicle accident. Some of the equipment, they received 2 new Scott Air packs with 4 of the new bottles for that they needed to order. They did some boat maintenance. They scheduled some boat maintenance. 2 new bunker suits will be measured up and ordered soon, so those are important to have. Their training, they did basic readiness training. Department of Natural Resources had a presentation and a report on wildfires. Traffic control and apparatus placement on incidents training, and equipment maintenance training. They have their They had their annual banquet recognizing 2025, so they wanted to thank the mayor and councilors who were able to attend. And for their membership, there's 23 active members with new recruits pending and 2 junior firefighters as well. They did also do a report on the Charlotte water supply situation. I won't go into the full detail because Deputy Mayor gave all of those details here, but they just wanted to make the point that as soon as they were made aware of the situation, they were at work right away. There are some points to consider that will affect the fire service. So all fire hydrants are off limits except for the few that they have at the airport, just for that one section. But they do have a good plan for all of that. They met to make sure that there was no limitations to any of the fire and rescue for emergencies. There's no issues there. They contacted the fire chiefs to advise that they'll be calling the local areas for assistance if need be. So everybody's on board for that. And all the officers and firefighters know that they're not going to be touching any of the fire hydrants without authorization from Kevin Hickey, because it's just more important right now that we make sure that the water supply is available. And they wanted to give a shout out to all members of council and all of the workers, all of the employees. It says here that the incredible work that they all work together to pull this off. It's a temporary solution, but from the fire protection side, they want to ensure the public that they have trained for this, and they're going to continue to work very closely with Public Works, and they are not concerned with their plan. They feel that everybody is safe, and they wanted everyone to feel that as far as fire protection, they have a plan, and everybody knows their part in the plan. That's about it for that part. Any questions? It was one question that a couple of residents have brought up to me about what does that mean for our fire protection? So it's nice to know that they do have a plan and everybody's on board and all the communities around. So if something were to come up, but they have a very good plan in place. There's more training as well for the Charlotte sector, and I believe some of the Dalhousie sector is going to be participating. I'll just name a few. There's a prevention and education training in Miramichi. There's going to be a meeting for the Association of Fire Chiefs, Atlantic Fire Leadership Conference coming up in July, and some more workshops coming up as well. So there's lots of training in the future. That's all for Charlotte. Any questions? Okay. SPCA, it was a pretty quiet month. Nothing major to report. Just some of the common incidents with residents calling with some complaints of some strays and things like that. One thing I wanted to mention, I'm not sure if everybody realizes, but they do the nail clipping at the SPCA now. So it's nice because you don't have to go all the way to Campbellton, and if you don't have a groomer, because I know there's not as many groomers in the area, so they do it right at the SPCA, and then the money stays local. And my friend just took her dog there the other day. She said it was so clean and organized, and you just call to make an appointment. So if anybody needs to get their little fur babies' nails clipped, they do it right at the SPCA. And that's all for me. Any questions for the SPCA report? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Pelletier. Public Work, Councillor Walsh.
For the Dalhousie sector, for the monthly report, Transportation Department, winter road and sidewalk maintenance, flooded outdoor rinks, clean snow around Town Hall, Library, Museum, and Town Garage, snow removal, view the map attached, show removal for snowbank next to the outdoor rink at the Inn Sharon, patch the potholes, help moving snow and preparing for the Snowfest. Utility Department, perform checks at WTP and wastewater stations daily basis. Broke ice off frozen actuators at the lagoon. Clean snow around fire hydrants. Installed new valve at Point Lanim flush station. Adjust mixing valve for showers at the Recuoplex. Unplug catch basins from snow and slush. Water break Alain Street, water break Alain and Peterson. handed out notices in Charlotte, and cleaned filters. Now for the Charlotte sector, various work, flooded outdoor rink, cleaned snow around buildings, lift stations, lagoon, pump station, cleaned snow around the fire hydrants, patched potholes, water and wastewater, performed checks at the water station and lagoon, daily basis, regular monthly maintenance on systems, changed oil on the blowers at the lagoon, open valve water from Eel River, flush village and checked the chlorine residue throughout the village and the red meter at the water from Eel River. Also, Your Worship, I have the Charlotte Regional Airport Authority. For February, air traffic for the month of February 2026 is 50 arrivals and departures. The total number of air ambulance for the month of February was 7. The total number of air ambulance for New Brunswick is 3, 7 for Quebec. Total of 20 air ambulance for 2026. That's an increase of 33% compared to 2025. An air ambulance in our area is very, very important.
Yep.
It could be your mother, your sister, your brother, or yourself. So very important. Terminal advertising renewal, the regional community of Hamilton, Honorary Joe Lepage and Guy Arsenault MLA have renewed their internal advertising agreement. Air show planning, air show committee, February 19, 2026. The committee held tasks that were divided among members, sponsorship letters to be prepared and distributed, contribution discussions inherited regarding air cadets participation and snowbirds logistics, planning activities and processing as scheduled. A member was added to the committee, and that's my report.
Thank you, Councillor Walsh. Comité des parcs et loisirs, conseiller Haché.
Oui. The last meeting we had the Director of Recreation report from December to January, February. We all saw that at the last meeting. But there's another one here for the last month. Okay. So the Inchurn Park, of course, his park is closed. There's no real update. The Inchurn Ice Palace, the operations are normal. Figure skating ice show will take place Sunday, March the 23rd at 2 p.m. No provincials or zone tournaments this year. We will have a few teams for the spring hockey practice. We'll try new events and rental price to keep the ice usage at a decent level until closing Easter weekend. More details to come. Now, si les maraudeurs continuent à jouer comme qu'ils jouent, we may have a problem of scheduling the Marauders finals. It has to be adjusted, so because we plan to close the rink after Easter. On était supposé fermer après Pâques. Donc, s'il y a une série de 4 de 7, on va essayer de s'ajuster pour ça. Il y a toujours moyen de moyenner, là. On le sait. At the Recoplex, operations are normal. The March break week has been very busy. There's one thing, though, that remember when we agreed to order the condenser, which is important. But the next thing, though, we need is AH2 air handling unit for the Recoplex. Because if we don't have that, it's unbearable in the gym, I was told. So the AH has to be ordered or accepted by the council, so we can go on to make install this new facility. C'est très important parce que dans la salle de gym, ils ne pourront pas l'utiliser si on n'a pas ce climatiseur-là. Un climatiseur comme ça, estimated at 115,000. Aye, aye.
Is that that's the system that broke down last summer, right? When it was really, really hot.
That's right.
Yeah, it's absolutely unbearable without
Unbearable.
it.
Yeah.
Because remember they had put like those fan systems in, trying to like
Yeah.
push air through, and yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
Well, that would
So-
be a health issue.
No. So-
What's
But
the,
remember when we allowed the order for the condenser, le condenseur, très important, mais on aurait dû aussi parler du HR air system. On aurait dû, mais bon, jamais trop tard pour bien faire.
what's the price, you said?
C'est estimé à 115 000. À part de ça, il y a juste un autre item que j'aimerais proposer. Étant donné qu'on va refaire le canopé en avant de la bâtisse de l'Arena in Sharon Ice Palace, since we're going to redo the canopy, I was talking to Mr. Pascal Saunier, and maybe it would be a good idea to add regional in the name. Regional, usually when you apply for grants or subsidies, if you have the word regional in your title, it sort of opens up a few doors. Ça facilite des fois la demande de subvention. Puis si on a juste à peine à ajouter le mot régional,
C'est le palais des glaces régional, tu veux dire?
c'est ça.
OK.
Ben, au lieu de Palais des Glaces, ça serait Arena in Sharon Régional. In Sharon Regional Arena.
OK.
See? So it's about the same type amount of letters.
Right.
And moi, j'aimerais en faire une proposition. Je ne sais pas si je peux le faire tout de suite, mais qu'est-ce que vous en pensez? Ben, ça fait partie de la rénovation qui est déjà allouée pour le canopé. N'est-ce pas? En tout cas, on a tout défait le canopé, puis on veut le refaire. So,
That's gonna, like, the committee over there is only for the Recreaplex and the gym and all that, and the swimming pool, but the arena is different, right?
oui.
So the name would cover the whole thing.
Non, ben c'est juste pour couvrir l'aréna quand
Arena,
même.
là.
OK.
OK.
En tout cas, j'espère qu'on pourra, au lieu de mettre Palais des Glaces, là, Ice Palace,
Right.
you know, we should go with the regional name.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
It's-
It's up to council.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
But I want to make.
Monies that can be saved and,
Yeah.
by
Well,
doing that, my
yeah.
goodness, for sure.
Did you had discussion with Pascal with that?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Can we talk to maybe some of the rink staff? Like, I don't know, I just feel like some of the town employees that have been working at the arena for so long, I feel like we might want to ask them just like their thoughts on that.
I think, Councillor Peltier, I don't think we don't need a motion tonight. I think it can
Yeah.
wait till the next meeting,
Yeah.
and by that time we could have more discussion
Yeah, we'll have council.
with
Okay.
the different
Alright.
committees that take
Okay.
care of the arena.
No problem.
Is that okay? If that is okay. Anything else, Councillor Haché?
Non, c'est pas mal tout pour ce soir.
Merci. Personal and Bylaw Committee, Councillor Peltier?
I don't have anything to report tonight,
Okay.
unless I'm missing something, Madam Clerk. Am I forgetting something? No, I have nothing to report tonight.
Community Development and Planning Committee, Councillor Walsh.
Building report, basically, there were two for February. Building permits were issued for the period of the estimated value of $38,000 in the construction of a garage. That's basically the report for the Service Commission for February 26.
That's it, Councillor Walsh?
Yep. That's it.
Okay, moving on to Comité de finances et gouvernement général, Councillor Good Cormier.
I promise you guys for the financial report for January. I got it, and thank you, Liliane. General government, the budget for the year 1.316923. Our expenses was 197.77. The balance is 1,119,922.23. Protection services, you have the police, it's 1.227261. Year to date 1,510.51. So year to date 1,225,750.49. We have the fire, the budget for the year 864,506. Year to date 30,252.77. Year to date 834,253.23. Others, it's budgeted 60,338. Year to date, our expenses 4,239.11. Year to date 56,098.89. Transportation 3,908,344. Year to date 347,169.31. Year to date 3,561,174.69. Environmental health services 512,300. Year to date 35,252.33. Year to date 477,047.67. Community development 347,633. Year to date, our expenses 3,739.38. The year to date balance 343,893.62. Recreational and cultural 1.501,157. Year to date 198,753.18. And year to date balance 1,208,94.40. Fiscal services 539,306.50. Year to date, our expenses 3,622.89. Year to date 535,683.61. That's for January. And this February. General government 1,316,923. Year to date, our expenses 292,531.31. And year to date 1,024,391.69. Protection services, police 1.227,261. Our expenses year to date 898.18. Year to date 1,221,362.82. For fire 864,506. Our expenses to date 54,606.56. Year to date 809,899.44. Others budget at 60,338. Our expenses year to date 8,744.30. Year to date 51,593.70. Transportation 3,908,344. Our expenses year to date 600,421.78. Year to date 3,307,922.22. Environmental health services 512,300. Our expenses 66,495.97. Year to date 446,804.03. Community development 347,633. Our expenses year to date 5,179.66. Year to date 342,453.34. Recreation and cultural 1.501,157. Year to our expenses 312,944.13. Year to date 1,145,86.78. Fiscal services, we budgeted $539,306.50. We spent $18,639.53. And year to date, we have $520,666.97. And that's for February 2026.
Thank you, Councillor Goodcomier. If we look at the percentage, we're all in target, so that's good. Moving on, Councillor Goodcomier, for the resolution, the motion and the resolution. Motion et résolution. First, the Fondation des Amis de la Santé, Radioton.
It's for the Fondation des Amis de Santé. It's Friends of Healthcare Foundation. You have read everything. The last, in 2024, we gave 1,000. 2025, we gave 200. In 2026, so it's up to you guys. What do you want to do?
24, we give 1,000, you said?
Yeah, in 2025 was 200.
Is that the same thing as when we use it to give it to the ladies in Balmoral? It's the same. I think it's the Tree of Hope.
Tree of
also.
Hope?
Yeah, Tree
No,
of
it's
Hope.
not
It's
the
not the
same
same.
thing.
Okay.
C'est pour un radioton.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a radiothon.
Ouais.
So it's up to council. Do you want to give to the Radioton?
Because they raised, I think, last year 580,000.
Mhm.
And it's
Last year we
on,
said it
April
was.
24th.
Last year we give 200.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Up to council, but feel that's a good amount.
Moi, je vais proposer le même montant,
Yeah, we can put
the same amount as last year.
yeah.
So it's
2026.
moved by Councillor Haché that we give a donation of $200. Do we have a seconder?
I'll second.
Seconded by Councillor Walsh. Question? Everybody in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Against? Nay. Motion is carried. OK. École communautaire Académie Notre-Dame demande de soutien pour l'embellissement de la cour d'école. Councillor Goodcomier.
Ils veulent une nouvelle structure de jeu accessible. It's a new playground. Asphalte, terrain de basketball, paved for basketball court. La création des 2 terrains de volleyball, a new 2 volleyball court, and equipment. And they want a new soccer field and equipment. There's a new structure for shade for seating. C'est un abri avec des endroits pour s'asseoir et créer de l'ombre. There's the estimate cost of the whole thing is $150,000. And they wanted to know, they have a partenaire platine, 10,000 and plus. Partenaire or 5,000 à 10,000, so 5 to 10,000. Then you have argent, 2,500 à 4,999. Bronze, 1,000 à 2,499. Puis amis de l'école, moins de 1,000 piastres. You have all read the...
It's up to council, but as you know, this is it's on the school. It's in the school for the
Yeah.
student. Right?
Mhm.
So, what's your feeling?
We never ever gave to something like this, but
The thing is it's going to be closed for the weekend and closed for after the school hours probably. So it's not going to be used for the citizen of the town all the time. Maybe I'm wrong. Lisa, maybe you have more information on that.
Their playground is, I don't believe it's locked,
Okay.
No.
but I think it's encouraged. Like, I don't think it's advertised and encouraged for people to use their playground
Okay.
either. But like you said, it's just a school playground. It's not a community playground.
Yeah.
It's a school playground. So
I think we should wait
Yeah.
till if the project goes ahead. Si le projet avance, whatever, peut-être qu'on pourrait offrir quelque chose d'autre.
Of in-kind, something.
Of
could be
in-kind,
happen.
peut-être, oui,
Mhm.
yeah.
So you're okay for we table that demand for now?
Oui, je
Okay.
propose.
Do you want to make that
and
a
it's
motion?
very early in their project too.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
right.
think there's going to be like other opportunities, like you said, where we can
Yeah.
support it. But it's It's there's a lot of phases to this.
Yeah,
It's
and
not like
for
it's going to
a-
happen overnight, so we can see where we can support
Yeah.
as it gets going.
And a project of this size, I think they have to go to other levels of government first.
Absolutely.
Do you want to make that a motion?
Oui, je propose.
Ok, proposé par le conseiller Jean-Robert Haché que cette demande soit mise à, comment tu dis ça, en table en français, I'm not sure the word, that we, is going to be tabled,
C'est
The
remis,
request?
remis à
Ouais.
à plus tard.
remis à plus tard. Do we have a seconder? Seconded by Councillor Wash. Question? Everybody in favor, say aye.
Right.
Against nay. Motion is carried. OK. Troisième, c'est Yves Meunier-Pelletier, Classic 2026, demande de don.
It's Yves Meunier-Pelletier, Classic 2026. It's the hockey 3-on-3. There's a platinum donation. The first 4 donors, 500 or more, will have a conference named in their honor. The next 8 donors of 250 or more will have a division named in their honor. There's platinum donation 1,000, gold 500, silver 250, bronze 250. We gave last year 1,000. It's for the sick children in this area. So the money goes to the family of the sick children to help them pay for hotels and everything they have to pay for when their child is sick. So what does everyone?
I'll make a motion, I propose we'll put 1,000.
Does
So
everyone
it's
agree?
been moved by Councillor Wash that
I'll
we
second that.
sponsor $1,000. Do we have a seconder?
I'll second.
Seconded by Councillor Pelletier. Question? Everybody in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Against nay. Motion is carried. Uh,
Can I add something to that?
yes.
Just they are presently looking for volunteers for the
Okay.
for the weekend. So if you go on the website, they have a link where they have the different areas of volunteering. So if you want to volunteer for the egg hunt or to sell 50-50 tickets or to work at the silent auction, you could put what you want to volunteer for in the times. So they're always looking for volunteers. So if anyone's interested, it's all on the website. If you can't find it, just let me know.
It's very popular. The ring is full of people all the weekends. Il y a beaucoup de monde qui va à cet événement-là. Ok. Si vous êtes d'accord, on va passer tout de suite au sponsorship qu'on a reçu des Premières Nations pour un annual round dance. C'est une danse spéciale avec les tambours qui font.
It's the River Bar First Nation. It's a 2026 annual round dance. They're asking for support too for Host Dream sponsor 5,000 plus, Super Platinum 3,000 to 5,000, Platinum 2,500 to 2,900, Gold 2,000 to 25, Silver 1,000 to 2,000, Bronze 500 to 1,000, Individual 250 to 499.99. And I don't think we ever gave to them either.
Okay, it's up to
There's
council. This is outside our town, but they're all good causes. But we have to watch our budget, and we already spend. I don't know what's the percentage, but we already gave out pretty good, and we're only in March, so it's up to council.
Although they listed those amounts, I'm sure they would accept any donation. So do we want to consider just a smaller donation, just to show our support? You know, they're our neighbors, and, you know, to just continue that relationship, to be able to support their, you know, it is a cultural event, so I think it's important too. So maybe we can't afford, you know, their first ask, but maybe if we even gave a $100 donation, I think they would appreciate that, although it's not on the list. Just a thought.
Maybe 250.
Is that,
250?
was that what was the
That's
first?
the lowest one.
What was the first? Is that what it was?
Yeah, the first one is how much?
I just want to remind the council that we're only in March, and our budget for donation is, I don't know the percentage, but I'm sure we're past half already. So it's up to you, but
I'd like to give something.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to not give anything at all.
Well, we gave the Friends for the Health foundation of
Dieu.
200, so I wouldn't go higher than that.
Mhm.
Okay.
You want to make that a motion?
But it's good
Councillor
to
Pelletier?
give them something because
Yeah.
Mhm.
they are our neighbors.
Yeah.
What do you suggest?
How does everyone feel about 200?
You want to make that a motion?
Yeah, sure. So I move to donate the $200 to Silver Bar annual round dance.
It's been moved by Councillor Pelletier that we donate the $200. Do we have seconder? Seconded by Councillor Goodcomier. Question? Everyone in favor say aye.
Aye.
Against nay. Motion is carried. Nomination d'un directeur général par intérim. Appointment of an active chief administrator officer. So I would ask Councillor Pelletier.
Appointment of acting chief administrative officer. That council appoint Lillian Cayuette, municipal clerk, as acting chief administrative officer for the municipality of Heron Bay, effective today, March 16th, 2026, during the absence of the chief administrative officer, with all duties and authorities assigned to the position under the Municipal Government Act and municipal bylaws. So I move.
It's been moved by Councillor Pelletier. Do we have a seconder? Seconded by Councillor Walsh. Question? Everyone in favor say aye.
Aye.
Against nay. Motion is carried. Okay, now we're up to the East Wing Boutique contract renewal. Councillor Haché?
Okay, we have a commercial lease agreement, un contrat de location commerciale pour la boutique Vendeste. Est-ce qu'il faut lire tout le contrat?
Non,
ou que-
non, pas le contrat.
Ok,
ju-
parce
juste
que
la-
il y a beaucoup de détails. There's a lot
Ouais.
of details. OK. Oui, on a eu des rencontres avec eux autres, puis on s'est entendu sur un contrat final.
Mhm.
Que le conseil approuve le renouvellement du contrat avec Eastwind Boutique selon les modalités et conditions mises à jour telles que présentées pour la période du 1er janvier 2026 au 31 décembre 2028, telles que recommandées par le personnel. The Eastwind Boutique contract renewal. That council approve the renewal of the contract with Eastwind Boutique with the updated terms and conditions as presented for the period of January 1st, 2026 to December 31st, 2028 as recommended by staff.
Proposé par le conseiller Haché. Est-ce qu'on a un appuyeur? Appuyé par la conseillère Goodcomier. Question? Tout le monde en faveur d'être oui?
Oui.
Contre non? Adopté. Sheffield Kitchen. Contract addition. Un ajout de contrat. Councillor Good? Comment?
Sheffield Kitchen Contract Addition, that council agrees to modify the existing contract with Sheffield's Kitchen for the operation of the beach canteen in order to allow additional space for the new services and further authorize renovations to the facility in an amount of $20,000.
So it's been moved by Councillor Goodcomier. Do we have a seconder?
Je vais appuyer.
Secondé par le conseiller Haché. Question? Everybody in favor say aye.
Aye.
Against nay. Motion is carried. Appointment to committee. I don't think there's any. Madame la greffière? No. Up to adjournment.
Je propose ajournement.
It's moved by Councillor Haché. Question? S'il y a des personnes qui ont des questions, vous pouvez venir au podium. Pourrais-tu dire ton nom puis
Ça marche-tu? Mon nom, c'est Jacques Épel, de Louzy. Je voulais juste savoir s'il y avait un coût qui était associé avec l'eau qui venait de Balmoral pour Charlot.
Probablement oui, mais jusqu'à date, on l'a pas, mais on sait que les employés de Balmoral sont obligés de faire des temps supplémentaires pour vérifier leur système plus souvent. les fins de semaine, le soir, tout ça. On va certainement avoir une facture qui est normale.
OK. Puis tout à l'heure, tu avais mentionné qu'il y avait des ingénieurs qui allaient rectifier au puits, là, à Charlot, là, à l'aéroport. C'est quoi au juste qu'ils allaient faire?
Ben, jusqu'à date, nos ingénieurs travaillent sur une façon permanente, parce que là, on sait que c'est temporaire, ce qu'on a fait jusqu'à date. Il y aurait 3 options. Il y aurait faire d'autres puits. Ça serait une option. La deuxième option, ça serait d'essayer de trouver un système de filtration pour pouvoir utiliser notre eau de nouveau et nos puits. Puis la troisième façon, ça serait peut-être de se brancher à notre système d'eau de Dalhousie, parce que notre eau est rendue jusqu'à Eel River Bar. Ça serait, il manque pas tellement loin, on pourrait se brancher. Toute Charlot serait sur c'est sur notre système d'eau de Dalhousie, on sait qu'il vient de la Dame de Charlot, puis qui passe à travers notre plan de filtration d'eau.
Puis il y avait une autre chose aussi. Le plan de Dalhousie, on avait un prêt, je ne sais pas si c'était 30 ans ou 25 ans. Je ne sais pas où est-ce qu'on est rendu avec la balance, la STU. Si peut-être le mois prochain, Liliane pourrait nous amener de quoi, ou juste pour savoir. Le plan pour faire le plan de filtration d'eau qu'on a à Dalhousie, il y avait un coût associé à ça. Dans le temps, c'était comme
un prêt quand on l'a
c'était
fait.
comme 8 millions. Puis là,
Ouais.
je voulais juste savoir la balance de ça.
Parce que ça fait, il me semble qu'ils nous ont dit, j'ai été le visiter, ça fait pas bien longtemps, puis 16 ans, je pense que c'est en fonction, quelque chose de même, 16 à 17 ans.
Au moins ça.
Ouais.
Ouais.
OK. Je vous remercie.
OK, merci.
Puis en passant aussi, c'est que le plan d'eau fonctionne seulement à 30% de sa
Oui.
capacité. Ça,
Oui, c'est ça. Il y a pas même si on rajoute Charlot dessus,
c'est ça.
ça ne ferait pas une
Ouais.
grosse différence.
Ouais.
Do you want to say your name first?
My name is Michelle LeBlanc. I have a question.
Yeah.
I can talk loud
Non,
enough.
non. Parle dedans.
I want to know where's that Point Lenim water site you said? Because I live in Point Lenim and you were talking about yeah, I'd like to know where it is in Point Lenim. McCurdy's Farm?
On the right, going up.
McCurdy's Farm, there's a slant and it's a drop there, so.
Is that where that's where the last hydrant?
Nope, the last hydrant is actually 0.4 kilometers from McNish Road.
Yes, it's right across from McCurdy's Farm.
No, it's down the street from me in Point Lenim. I live on McNish Road. It's 0.4 kilometers from McNish Road, and it's in front of the Levesque's house, and Mr. Lushington, and there's a lady. But it's down the street if you're talking about that. That's farther down from McNish Road, way farther down.
Well, me, the last fire hydrant that I know of is right across from McCurdy's Farm. And that's
Okay.
where I think it is, because they're always working there.
Okay, so that's what you guys were talking about?
lift station.
You're calling it that, but you're not saying the word fire hydrant. There's a difference between one and the other when you're talking to somebody who doesn't know those words. So that helps by saying fire
Well,
hydrant.
We'll check it out, we can, next meeting we'll find out where it is and we'll let you know.
Oh, no, I passed by it on the way home, so it's easy said for me to do. Thank you. Sure. I need to set an appointment up with you.
Hey?
I need to make an appointment with you, Cynthia, and Liliane now.
Okay. You just have to contact the clerk or the receptionist and ask for the time, the best time.
Funny thing is, when you do that, it goes nowhere. Because
What?
you don't return phone calls.
I don't know. Any more question? Oh, thank you very much. Have a good night.